How do we get Steve Carell on here, even though he's kind of a liberal? Well, I don't know. Maybe he did it for a tax write-off.
I want to talk mad shit about AOC. Ready to get into this?
Are you ready?
I am. Hey, I was born.
I'm always ready.
Yeah.
I'll read today.
Okay.
You got like 2 or 3 on me. Right. Team Edward or Team Jacob?
I literally thought about this question. I literally thought that like a week and a half ago.
I like how she put from the movie Twilight. Like I wouldn't know what you're talking about.
You know what's funny?
Come on,
I know
exactly we've had this, and I've had this conversation with my wife.
I will say I've seen all the Twilights. I have. I'm man enough to own up to it.
I'll go ahead and start. I'm totally Team Jacob.
I knew you would be Team Jacob.
Why? You tell me why.
Because he's a wolf.
Yes.
Yeah, see? Yeah. You're wrong.
The vampires are too sprinkly for me.
Sprinkly
or sparkly?
or
sparkly, whatever you want to call them. They probably sprinkle too.
They're very
I
soft.
would say that the vampires
like,
definitely vote Democrat. Yeah. Based off of what they look like.
Well, now that you said that, I can't say Team Edward. I can't even give an
And they live forever. Look at Nancy Pelosi.
That's true. But again, Jacob's the nice guy, and guess who got the girl?
Chuck Schumer.
The bad boy. See? Back to square one.
Yeah. Didn't we talk about that?
We did.
The bad boy?
We did. What are you going to do? Team
Not
Edward
totally
Team
Jacob.
Jacob.
Totally Jacob.
You know what sucks is my wife is definitely Team Edward. She would leave me for Robert Pattinson, right? I will say I've seen. I'm just gonna put it out there. I've seen a couple of the movies a handful of times. There's a couple of good fight scenes. I'm like, it's not that bad.
So if you had to have a poster on your wall, which one would you have? What was your favorite movie then?
Which one was my favorite movie?
Yeah,
the last one
with the big battle in it.
Yeah.
Okay, that one was cool.
Yeah, it's a pretty dope fight scene for the guys who haven't seen it. I'm sitting here trying to justify it. It's really good. I promise.
Edward sucks because he always looks like he doesn't know. He's always like so unconfident, and he's like, I'm a vampire. He's like, he doesn't. I don't know.
He still kick your ass.
No, but Jacob's always showing up like when shit hits the fan.
Nah, Jacob always gets sidelined, dude. He's a wolf that gets thrown into the friend zone.
He does, but he loves that woman unconditionally. No matter what she does to him, he's loyal.
Still friend zone.
What? Well, he does get friend zone.
I'll give you that. Tough place to be in. I can't.
I've been there.
I didn't have much game back in the day, so I don't know if I was like friend zoned or not. I'm sure I was.
Anybody who ever dated this guy, go ahead and let us know.
Yeah, put it in the comments. No. I would go Team Edward because
they live forever?
I would have superhuman strength, and I wouldn't have to turn into an animal to use it.
They're still even the wolves are strong without being wolves.
Not as strong. They're not as strong as they are when they transform. Dude, don't argue with me about this.
When Bella is having her baby,
and you get on me for knowing
when Bella's having her baby, and they're all trying to keep everybody safe. Who's working the perimeter the whole time?
The dog.
And making sure, exactly.
The dog. And
the guy who's down in the trenches. Look, she's sweating over
There's
here.
There's probably a water bowl outside for him, too. Some kibble.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
no.
Man. I'd tear you
apart. The vampires are way too soft for me.
Pick you up, and I just bust your ribs.
I can't be in the sun because I sparkle.
I just can't be in the sun because I get burned. A blister. It goes sunburn, and it goes straight to agonizingly red skin, blisters, and straight back to white. No, there's no tanning.
See, I tan eventually. No, I have to get a good solid like first summer burn, and then it starts to tan a little bit.
So it takes you a whole season to even get that first coat. Yeah. No, we don't tan, my friend.
Oh my God, dude.
Let's go, baby. I want to go back to bald spots though. Bald spots are tough, dude.
I started losing my hair 19. In my early 20s.
No, 17. No, you were losing it in high school.
No.
Senior year, it was already thinning at the top. Yes, it was.
I beg to differ.
You better keep begging.
Yeah, anyways.
You're wrong, Colonel Sanders.
No, Colonel Sanders, you're wrong.
Yeah. The medulla oblongata.
He said alligators ornery because they got all them teeth and no toothbrush.
What are we, twins? Hey, pinch poke, you owe me some Coke.
Hey, you owe me some Coke. Hey, what episode was that? You gotta tell us what it is.
Yeah, that's an office reference. Yeah, you get a free t-shirt once we get them. Cam, what are your thoughts on AOC? I don't like her.
God, you really keep bringing her up, man.
Dude, I was
just like when you show up, she shows up and shows out. I hate when you say that. I don't know why.
That's all you do. Has a booger to pick with AOC today.
I know,
dude. You know what it is?
That was me, but that was me when she got elected. But I think I used to be worse politically as far as like, I went pretty wild there for a while. I was like, that's back when North Korea was shooting nukes. And we live right on the freaking coast, man. Yeah, I was pretty. And then they were trying to take all of our guns.
Cameron was waking up.
But I was a lot younger, and I just didn't have.
Cameron was waking up in the middle of the night from nightmares. Hey, get to the shelter!
Yeah.
Fucking weirdo, dude.
I just didn't. It was just different. Now I'm older, and I can see things differently. And it's just different.
Especially with glasses on.
I did have to step, but you know what's funny? I did have to step away for a while. Actually, I would say up until now, since our first episode, I really stopped.
Well, you get so far down the rabbit hole.
I was in magma with those rabbits. I was that far down.
You were like the Easter Bunny. Dude.
Bloody loam I was.
Bloody loam.
Bloody loam.
Loam. Bloody loam.
I was way down there. But I literally, one day I was like, okay, I'm not going to worry about this anymore. Because it was so encompassing. Like all I was worrying about. And that's where you get these nut jobs.
Yeah.
Who all they worry about is politics. I'm not saying it's not important, but
there's a healthy way to do it. There's a limit. There's a limit.
And I would, yeah.
Yeah. I got to talk to my wife about that because she's been diving down that rabbit hole for a while now.
Oh, it's like my daughter, my youngest, she walks up to me one day and I really try to be unbiased around my kids. And my key word is try. Because I'm sure they hear my rants and
but you know what?
Conversations.
I think as a parent, it's your job to teach your kids what you believe in. You know, what you believe
yes,
to
absolutely,
be right and wrong. I don't think there's anything wrong with you being biased with your opinions as long as you allow them the freedom to create their own thoughts and disagree.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. And I think there's a fine line between teaching your children your beliefs and forcing them on your beliefs.
Right. I don't think you should ever force your beliefs on anyone.
And that's not what I was saying. I was going where you were going with that.
She was making a good point. Teaching your kids, like, hey, this is, because it's okay to talk about it as parents, right? In front of your kids.
But we do all the time.
You don't want to sit there and be like, you have to be Republican. You have to do this.
No.
Because you want them to have their educated view in their life.
And we always tell our kids, you're free to think whatever you want as long as what you're basing your opinions are factual.
Get a little closer to the mic.
You can't hear me? Sorry.
You keep
cutting.
I
talk like that. You're going to have a problem over here. You better chill, dude.
Throwing a couple chubs out this way. What are you doing, man? Yeah. Come on,
I still sound like a man.
It's my brother you're talking to.
Hi, my name's Erica.
No, you. Yeah. No, you talk like this, and then
if Erica was transgender, her voice would sound like this.
I'm Eric.
I'm Eric.
The women's bathroom open.
Ooh, there's airports now that have same-sex bathrooms. There's airports that have.
Well, hang on.
I saw a video on it yesterday.
To the defense of some businesses and airports and all that, there always have been bisexual bathrooms.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Like mass bathrooms with like more than
a bisexual bathroom.
A man or a woman can go in there.
You mean like just a?
Oh, I said
a family restroom.
Yes, it's jokes. Anybody.
If anything, they're bisexual.
But if anything, they're bisexual. But it's yes, they've always had those. Like there's a lot of Home Depots that they have like the men's, women's, and they have a family bathroom, or it says
all gender.
All yeah,
gender,
and that was before the whole gender thing was a big fight.
But that's usually like a one stall bathroom.
Yeah. Yes,
and I'm cool with that.
Yeah, it's a one.
Like,
yeah,
hey,
absolutely.
that's cool if you got the space.
I've been at Home Depot with my youngest daughter, and I'm not going to take her into the guy's bathroom. You know how gross the Home Depot bathrooms are. But it's just I wouldn't want my daughter to go in there. So yes, those unisex. They call them unisex. I've seen the name on them, unisex.
Yeah,
I like where we were going with this before we got all crude in the bathroom.
Sorry.
Oh, you were saying how you had to step away?
Yeah, I had to step away from it all because I was getting so caught up in all the politics. And that's every time I would come home, that's the first thing I would talk about. And I could see how that would be super obnoxious.
It is.
It was.
And even, yeah. So
snap.
So before we started doing the podcast, I stopped social media and any of it. I literally cold turkeyed it.
But I feel like one of the reasons why you did that was because, and I don't remember how exactly you said it, but something along the lines of, like, what's the point of caring if our voices aren't actually listened to?
Yeah,
like no one's listening to us. Like
what's the point?
Platform.
That was my 2 cents on politics for the past, I want to say like maybe 8 to 10 years. Because it just seemed like it doesn't matter how you vote, who you like, who you dislike. It's always the outcome is always going to be what the people in the upper echelons is what they want it to be. Seeing Trump win when he did was a gift from the heavens.
And I'll say right now, I was never a big Trump guy before he was president. I didn't vote for him because I thought he was an awesome businessman and all that. I thought he was kind of a douchebag. He was just a billionaire who lived in New York, who was on a TV show. And I literally thought like, oh my God, this clown's going to try and be president. That was my first initial thought of Trump when he announced his presidency. And then fast forward through his campaign trail and watching and listening to his speeches and what he was talking about, and then what Hillary was talking about and all the stuff that she did wrong in her time as Secretary of State, and being anything attached to Obama was not fantastic either. That's when I kind of got my foot in the door with like, oh, maybe he's not so bad. I was trying to feel out why I was kind of liking this guy, Trump. Mm-hmm. And this person said,
was it someone we know?
Yes.
Are you going to tell me in the car?
Yeah, I'll tell you later. But this, and nothing against anybody, but this person's, I was talking about it. And I'm like, well, why wouldn't you want a businessman running the United States? Like he might not be the nicest guy in the world, but he's one hell of a businessman
financially.
And
right?
we're the United States is a business. It has to be ran that way. And he said, well, would you want somebody who was not a trained mechanic working on your car? And I thought, well, I've had a guy work on my car before who was never like a trained mechanic, but he was the best mechanic I ever met.
Yeah.
He was really good at it.
That's true.
He was not very conventional. He worked everything out of his garage, and he did some of the best work I ever saw. And that's when I thought in my mind, like, okay, I like Trump because he's not the normal politician. As a president, you get $400,000 a year, right?
I think so.
You get $400,000 a year while you're president. He took that. He's like, well, I don't want that money. I don't need it. So he donated. He had to take $1 legally. He had to take $1.
I saw that.
So he kept $1 and he donated the rest every time he got paid. There's not one politician or president that has ever done that ever, nor will there ever be unless he's president again, because they all take money.
I just like the fact that he was so patriotic. Like he loves America.
Because him and his family lived the American dream.
When he walked up and hugged that flag, it made me so happy. I was like, hey, that's so cool.
Made you freaking rock up, huh?
It's like, yeah, like you watch like Hillary and Obama, they walk by and they're like,
went from 6 to midnight real quick.
Yeah, like there was no respect on their side as far as what Trump was throwing out there.
No.
And then looking at a guy who was a billionaire who had there was no reason for him to drop out of his billionaire lifestyle to come down, and he knew what was going to happen. People were going to tear him apart. He'd be ridiculed, made fun of, and people are going to hate him because he wasn't the normal politician that can be walked all over.
You know what he did? He showed up and showed out.
Oh, I hate that.
Showed up and showed out.
No, he was so different.
That'd be great if Trump saw this but he only saw the part.
Patriot twins. They're the best.
It'd be fun, but it'd be funny if he saw the part where you were like, I just,
thought he was a douchebag.
I thought he was a douchebag. He was like, Cameron, what a loser. He's a slime ball. I didn't say it. They said it. I didn't say it.
You think I'm a douchebag? Look at his brother. He's a douchebag.
I know douchebags. I fire him all the time.
Yeah. No, yeah. And what was saying before I got rudely interrupted by you?
Before Donald Trump came in and gave you your 2 cents.
Yeah.
I would vote for Trump again because the front runners are not.
Oh, there's no would. I'm going to.
The business. I will. But that's not to say if somebody else showed up and was like, was with my ideals. I'm not a Trumper. You know what I mean?
Oh, if there was someone who was a better candidate, absolutely.
I would go for the better. Dude, here's a perfect.
But DeSantis is not the better candidate.
Here's the perfect analogy. I'm not a Ford guy. I'm not a Chevy guy. I'm not a Toyota guy. I'm for performance. What's going to perform for me the best?
I keep forgetting we have these.
But right? That's a perfect analogy. What's going to perform? What's going to do the best job?
Right. No, I agree with that. If there was a front runner who was a better candidate, I'd probably vote for him.
Some people say that
because it comes down to what's better for the country, right?
Right.
Right now, Trump's the best thing for the country.
Some people say Ron DeSantis needs to step up.
Well, and DeSantis, I like DeSantis too, but this is not his time.
DeSantis?
I've heard it both ways. DeSantis,
yeah.
DeSantis, tomato,
yeah. Ooh.
I like to see him run with Carrie Lake. I think she'd be a really
or
good
his
vice.
old
Is that
press
the short hair?
secretary.
Oh,
Kaylee McNanny.
Kaylee McNanny. Yeah, I'm a big fan of her.
Is Carrie Lake the short-haired gal?
Yeah, the one who's ran for governor in Arizona.
Yeah.
They had
Okay,
all that election
Yeah,
fraud out there.
I think highly of her. She's pretty cool. I would vote for her. But
Nice.
Kaylee
McNanny.
Yes.
Or even Huckabee.
Huckabee. I was going to say Sarah
she's
Huckabee.
a bulldog too.
I liked how she went after people.
Huckabee?
What if he ran with Tucker Carlson?
Let's go, baby.
Yeah. Tucker Carlson for vice president,
Dude.
everybody.
Clap it. Clap it up, church.
That's it.
Hey, every time. Yeah. I'll give him the
Nixon?
I am not a crook.
No, that would be
Soundboard.
crazy.
I think you're both wrong though. I think AOC should run for president. And I'm voting. I'm voting.
Yeah, what is your booger to pick with her today?
You know what?
You've been on a good one.
Okay, but hang on a second.
I've
Can
been
we-
on a
Wait. Before you say that, you can almost call yourself a born again political guy,
I would say so.
right?
I would say so.
So you're seeing things not for the. I'm not going to like shoot you down. You're not seeing things for the first time.
You could never
But
shoot
you're
me down.
yeah,
Ever.
You could never throw anything over my head.
Yeah.
My reflexes
My
are too
reflexes are
fast.
too fast.
I would catch it. So I think you're seeing things in a different light over the last year.
Well,
Is that a fair assumption?
I think
last 2 years,
I would say I've always seen it. I just didn't care enough to like voice my opinion on it.
but you're seeing it differently now.
But now I'm at the point where I'm just so freaking tired of the bullshit. And I'm so, and which brings me to fucking AOC. Like every time she talks, A, it's just nonsense. B, I can't stand her face when she speaks.
I think she's kind of cute.
No,
I think she could be super cute.
no. She looks like a
She
dumpster
could be.
fire.
She just changed her political party.
She played a political party, and yeah, she wasn't so whiny and fake.
No. And yeah, and that's the whole thing. And like I said, she did that whole thing when she went to the border and she did that like fake cry for the picture.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, get your ass out of here, dude.
Yeah.
This isn't a freaking
Hey,
novella.
dude,
Get outta here.
I've felt that way about her ever since she showed up, dude.
Oh man.
But that's back when I was nuts, though.
Yeah.
I was kind of nuts.
Ever
about
since
it.
I saw-
I was like that guy in the clock tower. Almost. I had to step back.
Oh geez, now the Secret Service is gonna show up.
I know, right?
Yeah, good going. But ever since I saw her do that video at the border, and then there was she was at some big hearing at the not hearing, I don't know what it's called, where all the people meet up.
Congress?
Congress, sorry. The
Hey, we're working on it, people.
no, I'm thinking of the building though. I know it's
Capitol?
Congress.
The Capitol. That's the Capitol.
The Capitol building?
That's
Capitol
the Capitol
building.
building, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, case in point, born again, right?
Yeah. But I think there's a lot of people who are in your position. As far they've always cared about the country and they've wanted good things for the country, but they just didn't have the drive to
Or the knowledge.
Like I don't
to
have
do
all
the
the
knowledge. I'm not going to sit here and act like I have the knowledge. Case in point, I just sounded like an idiot trying to think of the Capitol. You know what I
Right.
mean? And that's not to say I'm stupid, which I probably am a little bit.
Your
but-
wife would differ.
Yeah.
And I definitely don't have all the information either. I've entrenched myself deep into this before
Right.
and then kind of got out of it because I got, like you said, down the rabbit hole too far.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm at a point in my life where I have kids now. I'm a working man.
You have futures to look
I have
forward
futures
to.
to look. Yeah, I have a future that I want my kids to live in. That's not going to destroy them.
We're not going to be here forever.
No,
I will be.
So
but you won't.
this is a good way.
Why? Because you're a vampire?
Yeah, exactly. You're a wolf, dude. You're a wolf. Eventually you'll just shrivel up into a little puppy.
Not
I
unless
love
I
puppies.
rip your head off.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
that's
loser.
true.
I gotta pull your little sparkly head off and you'll be dead.
You'll never catch me. I am too fast.
I don't know. It's got 4 legs.
Yeah, 2 more than I
Pretty
got.
quick.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just I don't know. I hate her. I hate her so much. Because she spews so much bullshit too. You know?
Did you hear the interview she did where someone asked her how she felt about, was it, I'm gonna
Oh,
look it up
and
really
she
quick.
and she's like
Iraq?
and then she tried to
Wait, not Iraq, sorry.
No, she brought up the talking point, and then the interviewer asked her more questions, and she was like, I'm not the specialist on this. It's like,
Yeah,
well,
she sounded like an idiot.
hold on, idiot. You brought it up. Like, I won't bring up topics that I don't understand.
Hold on, listen to this.
Put it in the phone, the mic.
Absolutely and Israel's right to exist. I also think that what people are starting to see, at least in the occupation of Palestine, is...
You use the term the occupation of Palestine. What did you mean by that?
I think what I meant is like the settlements that are increasing in some of these areas and places where
what is this? The freaking
where Palestinians are experiencing difficulty in access to their housing and homes.
Do you think you can expand on that?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'd also just...
that lady knew. It's coming.
Geopolitics.
I'm not the expert. Shut up, dumbass.
That lady knew exactly. The second she goes, okay, you want to expand on that? She knew she had her in a corner. Like, oh, I got this. I got it.
She should have just said, I'm not the expert on that.
Well, she waited until
she should have just apologized, but you know what? Yeah. I shouldn't have said that.
Case in point.
I'm going to back out of that.
Don't like her.
Who was interviewing? Who was the interviewer?
I don't know. The blonde lady?
I got it. I'll
have to look up her name.
But man, you can tell the second she felt weakness there, she goes, "Oh, can you elaborate on that?" Because she knew what was going to happen.
Because you need to be, when you're on that platform, you have to be educated in what you're talking about. On this platform, we can just be dumb idiots and still talk.
No, you can. I don't want to be a dumb idiot.
But you want
people to understand what we're saying. Well, yeah,
there's levels to this shit.
Yeah, if you're in that limelight in that seat of power, you better know everything you're going to say because
if you bring
it'll be scrutinized.
Yeah. And she's an idiot.
And even if people on podcasts or interviewing somebody, if you throw out a fact or a quote or a statement that's not correct, or it's kind of correct, or if it's just completely wrong, you have a little more freedom there to get away with it.
Right.
Some people might call you out on it and make you look stupid, but you're just an average person. But if you're in that seat of power, it's like when Biden comes
she's
out.
She's not an average person.
No, and that's like when Biden comes out on stage and he rambles on and doesn't make any sense, or he doesn't know what he's talking about. And that goes for KGP or KJP. Karine Jean Pierre.
I hate her too. Don't even get me started.
You know what?
She's never answered a question ever in her life.
Well, I'll circle back to that.
yeah. So we agree on that.
I'll just circle back to that.
Jeez Louise.
That's what I'm saying though. We have people who are leading the free world, and they don't know what they're talking about.
No, and we just look so weak. We're jokes.
Yes.
If you had to date KJP or AOC, which country would you flee to get away?
Hey, when Ducey asked
Peter
Ducey, he was with Fox.
The Deucemeister? I don't know.
The guy who always goes out. Yeah, he always goes after.
I have to see his face.
So he asks her. He says, when you found out that President Biden had classified documents in his garage, what 4-letter word did you use? He asked her that at a press conference at the White House.
Thank you, Karine. When you found out that the FBI had located even more classified materials in Wilmington, which 4-letter word did you use?
Oh my goodness, Peter.
Can't say.
I hate her just as much as AOC.
Yeah, you're just full of hate today, man.
Just
but
for
the
those
fact
two
that
people.
they won't elaborate on it, like they're supposed to be working for the people,
right?
This isn't a secret.
No, it's not. But
don't get me started either.
And that gets
Cameron and I are married.
Yeah.
Could you imagine our
and that's
our dinner conversation?
You're gonna get home. It's gonna be all quiet at the dinner table, and Erica's gonna be like, "Fucking AOC bullshit."
Yeah, Lane was onto something.
Lane was onto something.
But when people ask questions to her, and she goes, "Well, you know what? I'm just not going to elaborate on that." It's like, you don't have a choice. You work for us.
It's your job,
What
dumbass.
do you mean you're not going to elaborate on that? You have to elaborate on that. That you're the person. Are we recording too? Yeah. Oh, you're the people that have to answer to us. We don't answer to you, and that's where we've fallen short.
Well, when the real question,
we started a revolutionary war over a hike in tax on tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we give up
the Boston Tea Party.
30% of our taxes.
Yeah.
We don't work for the government. They work for us.
Yeah. Answer the damn question.
I don't know. Knock this fucking table
Oh, I hate her.
It's not even her. It's just in general.
Called Teresa from Housewives. Remember? Did you guys ever watch that show?
No.
Jersey Housewives, where she flips a table over. Never mind. Okay.
No, I have a life.
Oh,
sorry.
All right, sorry.
Yeah, get a life.
That was a long time ago.
We can watch it together if you want.
You want to watch Jersey Housewives with me?
Nope.
They're kind of crazy. I like it.
I don't. I don't like watching chaos at night.
Get you riled up, huh?
Well, there's enough chaos.
Oh, you're one of those freaks. It revs you up, doesn't it?
It does rev me up.
Revs you up.
Cameron won't watch scary movies at night either. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I don't care.
Cameron is a pussy boy.
Yeah. Can I tell my
We'll watch something scary and then we'll have to put on like The Office or a Disney movie.
Baby, can we put on Funny Nemo?
Hey, I am a strong, confident man, and I have a shortfall. I don't like scary movies, and after I watch one, I got to put good thoughts in my brain. Jeez, you know what? But I'm okay with that.
What happened during Insidious?
Oh my God!
Hey,
I saw Insidious, the first one, when it came out in theaters, and I took a girl to go see it. And I thought
it wasn't me.
It wasn't you.
It wasn't me.
It was long before you. Oh, I buried my head like a little crybaby and banged my head.
Oh, now you're going to talk about where you buried
banged
your
her
face.
Forehead.
Well, we turned in and I hit her head.
Oh, I thought you said you buried your head.
head.
I was like, that's not appropriate. Your wife's right here.
I know.
AKA motorboating at the theater.
I did that once. I'll never do it again.
You motorboated a chick at a theater?
No.
Whoa. Your wife's rest, my cuñada you're talking about, man.
Yeah.
Jeez, dude. Oh, and she has the plague.
I know. Sorry. That's why I sound like a man.
Plague ridden.
I know. Anyways, where do you think Tucker's going?
I think Tucker's going to do his own thing. I was showing Cameron before we started that he already put a post out talking about shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think he'll go to Rumble.
Yeah,
like Don Jr. and Kimberly Guilfoyle, they have their shows on Rumble.
Well, Rumble's more of like a free platform anyways, so he can kind of be what he wants to be.
You guys are on Rumble now.
Nice.
Everybody check us out on Rumble. We're on Rumble now if you're not there already.
Yeah. RUM Bull.
Bull.
But I think I don't think he's going to work for them. I think he'll show up on there because he'll
just have his own platform. Yeah.
He was pulling in $77 million for Fox for if I'm correct, if I saw the stat right, it was 77. It was around 74 to 77 million dollars of advertising revenue for Fox.
Wow,
that's insane. We got nothing yet. We're working in a basement. It's an upper level basement. Is this?
It's a theater.
It's a third floor. It's a third floor.
You're really roughing it out in your private theater over there.
Yeah, it's actually a little warm.
It is really warm. We need air.
Yeah.
I'm like,
but no, I think he's gonna. I think he's gonna be a peacock.
Don Lemon got fired from CNN.
Good. Did you see what he said?
Did he get fired? Hang on. You are talkative today. You're all up.
No, dude. Don Lemon's a racist.
All up in my
dude.
business.
Did you see what he said?
Did he quit or he get fired?
Oh, he got fired.
Yeah, he got fired, dude. He said something about white people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he said something about white people, and I probably didn't say it.
It's probably our fault.
Idiot.
Damn it!
April Fools.
It's probably our fault. He got fired. And if you get in a car accident,
it's racist,
and the person is anything but white, it is your fault because you're a racist.
I mean, that's what I thought.
Maybe we'll talk about it another day.
This whole time,
colonizers.
Yeah,
colonizers.
Someone, I can't remember who it was, but someone told me that my colonizer husband was brainwashing me.
Oh yeah,
that was
Mexican.
That was AOC.
AOC.
Yeah. I can't. It was like an old colleague or someone I went to school with. I can't remember.
Oh, you specifically?
Yeah.
Yeah, she had like legit. Someone told her.
No shit.
That I was her colonizing husband was brainwashing her.
So did this person ever meet him?
No.
Then what the fuck does she know?
I don't know.
Go ahead. What was her name?
A lot of F-bombs.
What were we just talking about?
Tucker. We thought Tucker was going.
The T-Dog.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Dog.
I think he goes anywhere, it's probably going to be Rumble. He won't have to work for anybody.
No.
Yeah.
And he'll still have a platform. And I'm sure Rumble will take him with open arms.
Yep. Yeah, but yeah, I think Tucker Carlson's going to do some big shit. I really do.
What about this idea? You think? Well, maybe not. I was going to
No,
say maybe.
Do
you think maybe Trump would use him for his campaign?
He might. Him and Trump are boys.
Well, he's also spoken critically about him as well. But that's what a good journalist does.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. Who knows?
I hope he
that
does.
would be interesting.
Hey, dude, Tucker Carlson as vice president.
That would be
insane.
I've also read a couple things that say he left because he's going to run for office in some capacity.
I wonder what he would run it for.
Dude, he would be a problem for the Dems if he hit the floor over there. He would. He'd be great.
Well, he has more knowledge than even most of the people sitting in their seats. Mm-hmm. He's a very well-spoken individual. Well, he's got, and like I said, he's got so much street credit. The guy can do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Or he can say, you know what? I think I've done my part for society. I'm out. And he'll make appearances when he gets paid a bunch of money for it.
And he'll still have an impact on the next 10 years.
Right.
Yeah, he's just.
I can't believe Fox let him go.
I don't. But did they let him go, or was it a mutual?
No, they did. They did.
He's gonna do great though. He's gonna do great, sweetie. Office quote. If you know what it is, put it in the comments.
Who do you think is going to run with Trump as far as VP?
I don't know. I personally would like to see him run with a woman.
Right.
Kamala Harris would do a great job.
God.
And I'm
wrong. Joke.
I hate the fact that Kamala Harris was the first woman to represent that seat.
I do too.
I hate that because she's not a respectable person.
No, I like that we had a woman vice president. I hate who it was.
Yes.
It was a terrible example of who should have been in that role.
She was garbage. She is garbage.
She didn't bring anything to the table.
No.
And every time she opens her mouth, it's like
I was just going to say.
She sounds like someone who's trying to write an essay and they just
fill in a word count. Yeah, she does. That's a good point. It's just one long.
Yeah, Nora can do a better job of making a speech.
Yeah, no kidding.
None of her shit makes sense.
I vote Nora for president.
Yeah.
The balloons.
Yeah.
Nice.
I said, Nora, would you ever want to be president? She goes, do I have to talk to a lot of people?
That's where she gets that blood.
No, you don't. Look at Joe Biden.
Look at Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris got to talk that shit. You know what's funny? I just saw a
Nora, that's a no for me, dog.
Nora just wants to, what did she say she wanted to do? Catch wild horses and make pizza?
That's it.
Yeah, and talk about government pigeons.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's not forget about the pigeons.
She is my daughter. I was trying to find that video of Kamala Harris just had her most recent.
That's what I was just looking for.
Were you?
Oh, we are twins, dude. I was just looking
and
at
it's the perfect example of her just trying to. She says the same phrase probably 6 or 7 times, just differently every time. Just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah, whoever writes her speeches needs to.
I don't know if they do write her speeches.
I'm sure they do.
That's even worse.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Where do they think they're going? Hey, sometimes I start a sentence, I don't even know where it's going.
I think it's very important for us at every moment in time, and certainly this one, to see the moment in time in which we exist and are present. And to be able to contest.
What the fuck was that? But that's how she talks. That's literally how she talks.
Are you in that squeaky chair again?
No, you're in the squeaky chair.
You're in the squeaky chair.
No, I'm not.
Somebody move their ass. Oh, it's this guy.
I'm sorry, I've been twerking the whole thing.
I think those hips. I think these hips have been loosening up those screws a little bit. But yeah, dude.
I think we need to invest in some better chairs.
I know.
We need to invest into some better leaders. Is what we need. Yeah.
No, we are investing. We just need to get a better return on our investment.
Yeah.
Bingo. Yeah. Kamala Harris and AOC and KJP suck, and I don't like them at all. It's my opinion.
Like when Trump used Sarah Huckabee. She was the first press secretary, right?
She was so dope.
And she was really, like you said, she was a bulldog. She is not afraid to call people out or shut them up, which was really awesome. And then the next one was, what's her name?
Kayla McNanny.
Kayla McNanny. Yeah, she was awesome too. And they never danced around questions. Oh, they would answer them.
And they did press conferences every single day. Every day he was out there talking to his people.
Yeah.
They weren't afraid to answer questions.
They answered every question.
They were so informative. They were really good examples of what our government should be doing. Yep. Because they're accountable. They're accountable to us.
Right.
Right. And that was proven when Trump was president. They were accountable to us. Mm-hmm. Biden and his cabinet, it's a completely different mindset. They feel like they deserve our respect. Mm-hmm. Like, no, man. That was never the intention of your seat.
We need your respect.
That entire party, there's just so much entitlement with all of them. It's disgusting.
Yeah, there is a sense of entitlement, but that's being taught by the left.
Well, that's what happens when you get government handouts, and you think mommy and daddy are going to pay for your life, you know?
Yeah, and then you get into your late 20s, early 30s, and you're like, oh shit, it's not what they talked about. I'm not getting these free shit anymore. Now it's
no, there are people who are still doing it, and they're taking advantage of the system.
Oh yeah,
which is taxing people like us, right?
Yeah,
and it perpetuates that cycle.
Well, it's the whole student loan thing.
Yeah, exactly.
The student loan payback. You have people like janitors and taxi drivers and us and millions of other Americans who are paying in to the government. And where do you think these students are getting these loans forgiven from?
Well, didn't they stop all that?
They did stop.
They did, but some of it went through.
Oh, really?
I think so, yeah.
I think there's still some kind of loan forgiveness going on.
Yeah, there's some type of loan.
So like, I never paid for myself to go to college. Okay,
I did.
Huh?
I paid for myself.
Yeah, well, that's my point. You paid for yourself. No one's paying that back for you. You've been paying it back yourself. I didn't pay for myself to go to college. So why the hell do I have to pay for somebody else to go to college when I didn't do it for myself?
Right.
And then when people bitch about, oh, it's so expensive to go to school, I shouldn't have to pay this loan back. It's like, okay, you knew how expensive it was before you went to that college, right? Okay, so why do you feel like you're not liable for the amount that you signed for? Right. I don't care if it's $600,000. You thought it was a good idea to go to that one college.
Well, it's like the people who are going to get their interest rates lowered because of their credit score.
Are you talking about with the new mortgage rule?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Now people don't have to work as hard. Now there are going to be people. There will be people who work their asses off and just they just got shit credit.
I know, but even then,
but even
a
620 and up's not shit credit. It's just not.
If you don't have credit for a low mortgage rate and you don't have the money to buy down points, don't buy a house.
Wait.
Yeah.
Do your diligence.
That's what we had to do.
Yeah.
We waited 6 years to buy a house?
It took forever to.
Well, the joke's on you guys because now you don't even have to do
I
this.
know.
Yeah.
We should have just lived off the government, man.
I'm telling you, dude, I'm going to tank my credit score.
No,
Tanking it, dude.
Who wants a TV? I'm buying TVs tomorrow.
Yeah.
Credit cards.
I'm going to go buy a Maserati tonight.
God.
It's ridiculous.
You better check your piggy bank.
No, I don't have to because you're going to pay for it. And you're going to pay for it. And you're going to pay for it.
Yeah, well, you get a Ferrari and they get a Ferrari.
I'm going to go Oprah on them, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what Biden's doing right now. He's totally going Oprah on everybody.
Yeah. Biden is the white Oprah.
You get a low mortgage rate. You get a low mortgage rate.
Biden is the white Oprah for sure.
Like, how do you argue that's not socialism?
Oh, it's
why
it's
are we
1,000%.
why are we slowly incorporating socialism into our society?
It's because
why are people okay with it?
It's because the Democrats have control.
I know, but like,
now.
do people not? They don't realize what's going on. Nothing good is going to come out of socialism.
No, it's not.
Look at all the people who've escaped socialist societies, and they come here and they have interviews with these people, and they're like, all these people complaining about America being the worst place in the world didn't live where I lived. Mm-hmm. I escaped socialism. I lived it. I've seen it firsthand.
North Korea and
they experienced it firsthand and the atrocities that come out of it, right? Mm-hmm. But they don't want to listen to that because their little world is perfect. Everything's getting paid for. They're going to get a better interest rate on their mortgage because their president is the best president in the world and he's giving it to them. But it's harming people who have been contributing in their whole life.
You know what I hate is when you hear people people who are for socialism.
It's gonna be a long story.
Oh,
I've been waiting to.
Jumping in on that stutter.
On that stutter, I'm waiting to get you on your stutter.
Whatever, man.
No one's noticed. Lane has a.
Hey, there's a place in hell for you people like you. But you have.
There's places. There must be a lot of people like you at the DMV because it does take forever to be there.
Forever.
But
I hate hearing people. There's when people get interviewed and they talk about socialism will work, and then the person interviewing says, "Well, explain how it would work," and oh no, first they say, "Well, it was used here, and here, and it failed," and then the person that they're interviewing goes, "Well, it just needs to be done right." It's like, so it's failed numerous times, and you think no one tried to do it right?
Or they'll ask the same people, okay, where has it worked?
Yeah,
give me one good example of where it has worked and it is continuing to prosper.
Which leads them into, well, it wasn't done right there. It's like, okay, so you think it's going to be done right here. No.
It's like when people see or interview all these crazy leftists, they say, so why do you hate Trump? Oh, I don't know, I just don't like him. Well, why?
Yeah,
he's a racist. Well, can I have an example of that? And then their brain just fries. Mm-hmm. Or he's sexist. He hates women. Well, really? What's an example of that? Even if you were trying to be on their side about it and said, oh, really? I didn't know that. Where'd you see that? They can never give you the information. I'm not saying the guy's perfect.
No.
He straight out. I have a few boogers to pick.
Yeah, I'm not
he
saying.
Straight up came out, or he didn't say it, but there's recordings of him talking about grabbing women by their female genitalia.
No, I get it. But that's like locker room talk. It happens. Yeah. Whether people like it or not,
it happens. Yeah. And women have vulgar conversations like that too.
Right.
Don't get it twisted. It happens, But
and I'm not saying he's an angel of a person. I'm sure he has a past of not being the greatest businessman or screwing people over. That being said, the way he ran the United States and how powerful we were at the time.
And how good we were doing.
And how good everybody was doing. was awesome. Like, why wouldn't you want that to happen?
Yeah. How many jobs? How many jobs did Trump open up in his presidency?
Right.
Hundreds of thousands, tons.
Yeah. I bet all these
he brought work back to the United States.
But all these people would deal with some mean tweets for some cheaper gas.
Mean tweets
right now.
and cheap
That's
gas.
It.
Put it on a t-shirt.
Bring mean tweets back again.
Yeah. He was the god of tweets, though. Him tweeting, he was too good.
Social media, I was too good.
I was too good. They took it away.
They took it away.
Tana.
Oh, that Shane Gillis skit. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Man,
he's funny.
Tana. But anywho, all right, guys, this was a good little rap sesh. I wasn't told this was going to be used. You were spitballing.
You're going to stay for an extra hour and a half and keep talking.
It's just content.
Hey, you're the one who said you wouldn't wait a second. Wait a second.
I'm not waiting.
You were the one. You were the one who said you would not want to sit with me or look at me too long or something like that. When
you wouldn't want to be stuck on a deserted island with you.
Yeah, you don't want to be stuck with the same person for too long.
Because you would get weird or something like that.
No.
So you think I'm just going to sit here next to you for an hour and a half and not think you're going to use any of this?
Okay, hold on a second. You were going to eat me. You're going to chop me up, dude.
You ain't
getting this flaming.
I would.
You ain't getting this.
You know how many strips of jerky would come off that left butt cheek?
You ain't getting a lot. Yeah, you ain't getting these rib tips.
I don't know though. It'd be kind of fatty.
You'll get a tip, but it ain't gonna be rib tips. How much time do we got left?
I think we're done.
That's it. I think we're wrapping this one up.
I like that.
Please make sure to hit that subscribe button. We're on YouTube.
Energy. We need to do with Energy Lane.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Damn it.
Kayla cringes every time she hears you guys say that. She's like, they're so old.
Oh my God. Well, we can't just be like, hey, hit the subscribe something. Hey, don't do that either.
This is so hard. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Be part of the podcast, Patriot Twins Podcast. You can go to our social media. You can go to Instagram. You can hit the link in our Instagram page, and you can check out all the places where you can listen and hear. Watch and listen. Listen and watch. Still said it wrong, but it'll do.
Nice. hey, you do one of these? Hey, pick it up.
Oh, that's a man shake. Guys, hands.
That's our sign off.
That's a sign off. Damn it, dude. I don't want that to be our sign off.
That's it. Well, we kind of happened already.
Nah. Hey, what's your go guns?
Go guns.
Shoot it.